Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be here. And our story begins with in Southwest Minneapolis. And gossip can be a good thing. And when news traveled along the gossip vines that a store was closing, owned by Dan and Julie Ziegler, a group of neighbors basically got together and met and talked about it and said, you know, saving this place might be a good thing. And so they met some more, had some more conversations, and so met some more. And the idea was, it was decided to be a good thing to convert a private business into a member cooperative. And that's kind of where our story begins. And it was thought to be better to convert an existing functional business into a member cooperative business. And so that's where our story begins. And the big idea was to open in October 2006, which we did, and to be a place where people can not only buy flower arrangements and green plants, but be a place where people can learn each other's names, stop in and meet, neighbors can connect, rub elbows, and also share plant knowledge and gardening skills.
But before we could open up, we had to do some advanced planning. And so basically, we received a grant from the Care Neighborhood Organization, which was our local neighborhood organization, and that allowed us to do some visioning sessions. We hired a co-op consultant to help us through the process. We did some brainstorming in the neighborhood. You saw some of those pictures to find out what people wanted in terms of products and services and to get them to buy into the whole concept of what we were doing. Then in January of 2007, we had our first annual meeting, and basically it was great. We adopted articles of incorporation, bylaws, board of directors, and we were officially a co-op. But of course, you need a lot of volunteers to make this work, and we have found that we have a wealth of people with just great talents and skills that we've utilized.
So in addition to the products and services, the visioning sessions were really a platform to give us guidance and give community input about like what do they want to see in the store, what sort of principles do we want to guide us. So it was very democratic, and we had a lot of great conversations. And so what they were also is that for those of us that didn't know what a cooperative might be, there was a chance to educate ourselves and be educated about how a co-op differs from other business models and how it's similar to other business models. So in the wake of these sessions, we figured out what would guide us. We figured out what we wanted in the store. And from those conversations, you know, that's sort of how that's how we made those decisions. And so the principles that guide us is, you know, some kind of no-brainers like respect for the environment, local trade, fair trade. We're talking about promoting organics and native plants, and of course, building the community. So, you know, these all came from our conversations, and it was great to meet all these people and see all these faces that we hadn't seen before. So these principles are still being used to convert and assimilate new members into our fold, and we had 108 founding members who bought a share for $150. After our initial January membership meeting, we dropped it down to 95, and those memberships, by the way, are still available.
So one of the things that we found was that we didn't have a lot of money, so we had to do a lot of publicity and marketing and events in a very cost-effective way. And so one of the things we did is we used a lot of local artisans in our neighborhood, and we've had a variety of events. This is the paperwork show that we had in February, and what we did is we asked artists to come in and bring their arts and crafts, but everything had to have a paper theme. And it was very, very successful, and we think that's what we're about, is providing events, classes, getting free publicity, bringing the community together. It's not just about the flower and garden thing. If you have a membership, there's a variety of benefits, but one of the things that we do is we allow you free use of the greenhouse for parties, events, and clubs. So we have a lot of people take advantage of that. They bring their kids down. We think that the space is not for us to just sell flowers, and garden plants. It's for us to bring our community together. Neil's going to talk a little bit about some of the lessons we've learned in this brief 8 months we've been open.
Yes, some of us are just learning about what a cooperative is. I mean, the learning curve is huge for some of us. And the business end of things too. So there's a lot of excitement, and it's, let's say, part business, part sociological experiment. And so we're all learning how to get along with each other and make decisions in this kind of group format. So it's really exciting. It's a lot of new things we're trying to learn. And that says you can't learn enough about the business, and you can't learn, like having capital around to buy supplies and maintain equipment, that sort of thing. But really what we're trying to do is trying to keep the community engaged, from young kids to there's a nursing home that's down the street. We want to get them engaged, and really that's part of this experiment is sort of a community experiment in bringing people together, just like in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, but actually in real life happening. So but it's very serious, and it's a lot of fun too. So we're on the web, and I think we're in the booklet. And so please visit us, and if you have any questions, Lisa and I'll be around to, of course, talk to you about those memberships, because anyone can be a member. And we won't make you wear one of those things. We don't want to.
We grow really big sunflowers there.
But I think we've actually been the first one to finish before our I live in Minneapolis.